Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bahrain Now. With me, your host, Bara Abdulla. We've got a great show coming up featuring great local talents, initiatives, and happenings from around the kingdom. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here at Vox Cineco, pretty much seeing what's happening here and testing the knowledge of our moviegoers here in Bahrain. They are so known to be watching all the movies out there, but let's see if they actually know what they're consuming, if they know their knowledge when it comes to movies. So right here, let's test the knowledge of the moviegoers right here at Vox Cineco. Do you want this ticket? Yeah. You sure you want this? Yeah. Dude, you can even do IMAX with this. 2D, 3D, IMAX, everything. All right, now for the first contender, who is the main protagonist of the new Batman movie? Is it Bara Abdullah, or is it Angelina Jolie, or Robert Pattinson?
Robert Pattinson.
Robert?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
Well, sir, here's your ticket. Congratulations. Enjoy the movie. All right, now we have another moviegoer, and here's the ticket. We are ready to give away a free ticket. So, sir, you love movies, right?
Yes. Yes, I love movies.
You do, right? It seems like it, definitely. So now, tell me a movie that had more than a trilogy, more than 3 parts. Is it Lord of the Rings, Tom and Jerry, or Star Wars? Let's go.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What about Tom and Jerry?
I think it has one movie.
Only one?
I think so.
What about Star Wars?
As the trilogy, I think it's just a trilogy. I don't think it has over 3 movies. I don't think so.
Dude, if the Star Wars fans would listen to you right now, I don't think you'll be in a safe place.
I don't care.
That's a statement. Okay, so now your answer again.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings.
And you are right. Here is your free ticket right now. You can go to anywhere, even IMAX, man. By the way, it's also Star Wars, just to let you know, okay? Yeah, you had 2 good answers, okay? But yeah, Star Wars fans, we're no, see, it's his answer, not mine. I mean, that's it. And now to another moviegoer with another ticket right here. You want this ticket?
Of course.
Yeah? You can even go to IMAX.
Yes.
IMAX. All right, now, Spider-Man. Do you love Spider-Man?
Of course, yes.
Okay, now, let me know if you can give me 2 names that played as Spider-Man in the Marvel Universe. Tell me. Give me 2 names.
Tom Holland,
Okay, that's one.
Tommy Maguire.
Woo! She knows her stuff. Here's your ticket. And we have another moviegoer all the way from Saudi Arabia. Here's your ticket, sir. Do you want this? Of course you do. Okay, now we're gonna go to Batman. You see? Batman. Now, what was the name of the actor that acted in the trilogy that was directed by Christopher Nolan? Was it Bara Abdullah? Or was it Rashid? Or was it Christian Bale?
Of course, it's Christian Bale.
Maybe it's Bara Abdullah.
No, I don't think.
Do you even know Bara?
No.
Exactly. Well, it is Christian Bale. Here you go. You got a ticket, man. Another moviegoer. Yay! Right here in Bahrain from Saudi Arabia. Good stuff. All right, we have another moviegoer with another ticket to give away. Okay, Samira. So, the movie Turning Red. In 30 seconds, give me a review, a summary of the movie.
What do you mean by summary?
Well, without any spoilers, tell me about the movie in less than 30 seconds.
It was great. At the beginning, she was like a normal child.
And we're done. Okay. Well, that was a quick review, pretty much something you can actually know about the movie itself. Well, you know what? I was convinced. Here's your ticket. See? Moviegoers in Bahrain, they know their stuff. Well, Samira, congratulations. IMAX time with her. Let's go. So, what was the last movie you've seen?
Zico.
Min Ajal Zico?
Zico, yeah.
The Arabic movie?
Yes, Arabic movie.
Okay, then, then give me 2 names. 2 actors actually acted in the movie,
Minna Shalabi, Kareem, Mahmoud.
Minna Shalabi and Kareem.
Mahmoud.
You sure about that?
Yes.
You definite?
Yes.
Okay, well, you know what? You got a ticket. Congratulations. You seem confident, but for a second there, you were like really, doubting yourself for a second. I'm like, let me see if I can actually touch him. But he knows his stuff, ladies and gentlemen. He knows his stuff. Another moviegoer. Guys, the people in Bahrain do really know their stuff. Okay, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars. Okay, cool. All the moviegoers really know their stuff, man. I'm like, what? Good stuff, good stuff. Another winner. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you saw it for yourself. They know their stuff. They know their knowledge. But apparently next time I'm going to come with harder questions right here at the cinema halls with Vox Cineco. Bara Abdulla was here to pretty much test the knowledge of all the moviegoers. And next time we're going to come with harder questions. All that took place right here. For now, back to the studio. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I am super excited to have this talk, as we're gonna have a good movie talk and updates on the cinema world with the General Supervisor at Cineco, Mahmoud Jakbir. Well, Mr. Mahmoud, how are you?
Great, alhamdulillah. How are you, bro? It's always great to see
I
you.
know, we missed you. Missed you so much, I swear to God. We missed the cinema scene. We missed seeing you there with a big smile, welcoming everybody, making sure that everybody is safe and sound, and making sure that everybody is just entering to have a good time. We missed all of that.
Well, I missed the talks with you. I missed all the media and everything. And great talks we used to have always together. In fact, we had a lovely chat before we come to the interview here.
Totally.
And we had to catch up a lot of old
I know,
things.
right?
It was really interesting.
It's beautiful.
Really interesting.
And now that we are in the green level, right? We're doing great. Bahrain's doing amazing fighting this pandemic. So now the cinema scene is pretty much picking up. More people, there's more traffic now.
Alhamdulillah, it's different. Now this green level came with special things, because since Corona started, since the pandemic started, it was different. For the cinema, it was a different world. It was a different reaction. I think it was one of the biggest segments that were affected during during the Corona stages. We saw that throughout the levels that were available there, most of the time the cinemas were closed. They were not available for people to go and watch movies.
Right.
And when they used to be open, there were always restriction on the percentage of people who attend the cinemas. And with that restriction came even another restriction, that people without the shield
They
cannot enter the cinema.
Yeah.
Now with this green level, it was the first time in a year and a half or plus that people could enter the cinemas without this green shield, and you can enjoy the capacity of the cinema with very limited one-seat
social
capacity,
distancing,
social distance between each groups, which
Beautiful.
is very practical.
Well, we're back again,
it was
right?
something different, something really good. It opened the door for people to start coming. People who could not enter the cinema for the past 1 year and a half could now enter it, and that was a turning point. That was one of the turning points.
Love that. It feels so good. It feels so freeing again, just to can go there to the cinema and just have fun. And now, speaking of cinema and all of that, movies. Top movies. Things are happening. We're back again to the action. We're back again talking about movies, criticizing movies, praising movies with all the actors and all of that. What's happening right now on the big screen?
At the big screen, as we said, with the levels moving forward, even we saw a change in the views of the distributors and stuff like this.
Right.
People who had pushed their movies to various later on months have now decided to finally allocate a certain time for the release of their movies.
Right.
We find a very clear chart of each movie, when is it coming, and how wide the movie will be released, if it's on wide screens or no, worldwide or no. We found that when we opened, it was the first stages, it was still the Corona was still a bit high leveled, and especially in places like India, which have really a large number of cinema. Because when you speak about movies, you speak about the English movies,
Right.
the English language movies. You speak about Arabic language movies and the Indian with
Bollywood.
all the varieties. These are the strongest. You get from now and then maybe French movies or Chinese or
Huh,
something,
right.
but they're very limited when
Okay.
it comes to the release. But when you speak about Indian movies, you're speaking about different categories, and each category has
Yeah.
its own superheroes,
Yeah.
lovely actors that people enjoy watching movies for them. You speak about the Indian, you speak about the Malayalam, the Tamil,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Telugu,
Oh, wow.
all these
a lot.
languages, and the Hindi itself, which is so the Hindi movies have their own actors that people love watching and actresses. Even the Tamil movies, they have their lovely actors and actresses that they enjoy watching them.
Never tried that. I'll
For
need
the
to give it a
Malayalam,
try.
and you have to try them. People who are not familiar with the Tamil, the Malayalam movies, for Indians, when you talk with them and ask them, they always tell you that the Malayalam movies, for example, they have stories that are really strong, really good. And I've watched a few of them for actors like Mohanlal, Mammootty, and now their sons are really into the field even with
Right.
lovely movies. I wish I could remember the names. I would have said them.
But you know how effective and impactful these movies are, as we have cinema halls dedicated to the Tamil, Malayalam, Malbari, and the Hindi. It's like fully dedicated to the scene.
In fact, and to add to this, even there are groups and well, I don't know what's the word for it, but the community.
Right.
There are communities for each, like Mohanlal movie community,
Wow. Wow.
Mammootty community. When a movie comes, they book the hall for themselves. They celebrate the existence of a movie for him. They have their own activities, their parties.
It's a culture on its
and
own.
they're lovely. It's so nice to attend. You should attend
I will.
with one of
Let's
them, with
go.
one of these groups. And
Let
you
me
see
know.
the poster is put on the cinema from outside, a huge poster of the actor. And it's covered up in the social medias and stuff like this. And it really fills you joy when
I'm
you see
sure
people
of it.
like this enjoying a movie, enjoying the actor. And these actors deserve,
Right.
they have a history and communication with their fans and stuff like this. They enjoy them.
Love.
And we
that.
enjoy
Love
enjoy
that.
it too.
Love that.
But at that time, these movies started working, and they started with huge Tamil movies, Malayalam. The Hindi movies, we haven't yet got the really strong ones yet, but they're on the way. But for the Tamil and Malayalam, they've started, and even the Telugu movies,
Oh, yeah.
they have their own fans. And you get a full house when you get a movie with a big fan, and they want to book it 5 days before the movie comes, 1 week before they want to book it, and they want to come on the first day. That much they love the movie. That much they want to be from the first people to watch the
Man.
movie and enjoy it. And they
Hearing
enjoy
that.
the movies. They go with their families. They go with their friends, and they spend a lovely time in the
Love that.
cinemas enjoying.
I
So
love
it's entertainment,
It
pleasure,
is.
joy, especially now with the people. The fear factor went down.
Right.
People started
They're
doing
going
the
out.
activities, not like
They're having fun.
when I saw you, I hugged you, which we
Yeah,
couldn't
right.
do that
That
before.
was unheard of just 1.5 years ago.
Definitely.
But now, as you've been,
I enjoyed a good hug with you,
I know.
Bara. It was good to hug an old friend, seeing him after quite some time and stuff like this. And a lot of people now started shaking. They used
fist
to go.
bumps. Yeah.
Now the shaking part, some people start kissing, which I'm still a level away from it.
Okay. Well,
I'm still afraid from
take
corona.
it slowly but surely. But,
But
with all
the
that
fear
being said,
factor has gone down. People have started acting back to normal in a lot of
love that.
stages.
I love that. Now, as everything is back to action, the cinema halls are open, and it's just festive. It is just positive. The vibes are radiant. We are loving it. Now, talk about movies, right? Pretty much with the blockbusters and the big stuff. The two movies that have been pretty much echoing and been going viral that I at least been hearing a lot about. Spider-Man, the Homecoming with the multiverse, and then have Batman. Now, from what you've been seeing in the cinema halls, how was the reception with these two movies?
Great. Now, when you compare them, first of all, Batman is just a new release, which was like last week.
Right.
And we have Spider-Man that's been for the past 2 months. So when we
Right.
talk about Spider-Man, you're going to talk about it way wider. And you have the collections, you have the unbelievable number of people who came to watch the movie and
Right.
who were interested even to watch it for a second and third time.
I saw that. Apparently, people said that they had to see it several times just to get the full picture of the movie and the scenario.
It's an easy scenario, but I think it was more of the excitement and the interest of watching three superheroes at the same time.
Right.
The three generations of Spider-Man at the same time. I think the scenario of the film was really great. They were very successful in the story, combining them, bringing Doctor Strange even to bringing other characters and stuff. All this combination together, it was really hard work and it really benefited. And believe it or not, I think it was released in Corona time.
Right.
And even though it was released in Corona time, it managed to break all these records worldwide.
Right.
So just imagine if it was not at this time.
It would have just blew up beyond proportion, that's for sure. And now, as going to Batman, the producer, the director of Bahrain Now, Ali, says, like, do I saw the movie? 90% dialogue, 10% action. So it seems like pretty much some people didn't like it, but some actually loved it. I'm a big fan of the trilogy of Christopher Nolan, with Christian Bale being Batman and Heath Ledger being the Joker. And I love Todd Phillips' Joker, with Joaquin Phoenix being the Joker. But I haven't seen the new Batman. So I know it's been only 1 week so far. I haven't seen any reviews, no spoilers. But what is the reception so far for that movie?
Well, first for Ali, I think he loves the action stuff.
He likes action stuff.
He's the
Give him
action
Fast
man.
and Furious. I guess he's gonna love that.
So he loves these things. So when we go for let me say with the response of people, like now we've seen, you can never, there are certain characters that act in, like for example Wolverine,
Yes.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman's amazing.
I can't imagine anybody doing the role of Wolverine except Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Especially with his shoutings
work.
and his movements and his face. Indeed, you brought it all. So you don't know, like even Iron Man or stuff like this, or even Thor. Imagining a different person, you can't get it.
Deadpool.
Deadpool,
You just can't.
imagine.
Just
Even
can't.
though his face is covered, you don't see half of the movie. You see him with his mask on. So anybody could have played that role.
Right.
But there are certain people who play these roles right and stuff. Christian Bale was one of the best people who've played Batman.
I think so too.
I think so. And so Robert Pattinson, this is his first movie.
Yeah.
People came out with a good reaction. They loved the movie.
Okay.
They loved his acting, stuff like this. Maybe because Batman is not. They've seen Batman after Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is a character, a childish character, a cheerful, crazy, and Batman is a much more of a serious character.
Darker
Darker
more
character,
philosophical.
serious, quieter,
quieter.
not so silly. Like, I won't say
You
silly,
think so? Okay.
like Spider-Man.
Okay.
But everybody has his own character.
True.
Everybody has his own different, and every superhero comes
Okay.
up with a different character. People who love superheroes love them all in every different
Right.
every different movie that they like, because
Amazing.
each movie has a different superhero. Each superhero has this one. Doctor Strange is different. When his movie played, I remember when his movie played, introducing us to Doctor Strange. When people wanted to see the first few minutes of the movie, they were not so interested.
Right.
After some time, weeks after it, when people started talking and everything, you saw that the increase of sales of the movie was shocking. People started talking about it. People started saying, and that this is a lovely character. This is a
Right.
lovely personality. The acting was different. The character of the superhero was different. And we saw him back when he joined up with everybody, and when he was with Spider-Man, and there he appeared, and he really proved
That was
that
crazy.
he was good. So Robert Pattinson, this is his first movie. On the first impact, people loved the movie and everything.
Right.
Let's see what he has more for us.
I know.
He's
I
a good
know.
actor. We've seen him in a few
Twilight.
other movies. And there are people who really love Twilight, who've seen it, and they're still watching the movie. For guys, it might be a little bit different because
I
it
had
says
my moments.
this romantic things and
Yeah.
vampire and werewolf.
Yeah.
But for a lot of people, they regard it as a lovely romantic thriller movie, and they enjoyed it. People
Okay.
have different tastes, and we respect everybody's
True.
taste.
And you know, for taste and all of that, as we've been reading about Keanu Reeves considered for a Batman movie. He is the voice of Batman in Super Pets, but imagine him becoming like actual Batman in a Batman movie, action line. And that's something else. It's like Batman knows kung fu now, you know. So I don't know.
Looking forward to see who's coming up.
True.
I've seen quite a large lineup of movies of superheroes, and I think they're the number one style of movies that are
Okay.
right now in the cinemas that we've seen. We've seen Venom. Before that, we've seen Spider-Man. We've
Right.
seen, and each time a superhero movie comes, we see screens are full. People love it and everything. We're
Right.
seeing.
The impact.
I think
yeah.
the next superhero movie coming is Morbius.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yes.
coming up,
Yes.
and then after
Jared
that we're
Leto.
gonna have Doctor Strange,
Mm.
and the lineup
It's just on there.
a month, and it's just moving like this. So
Totally.
we're looking forward. I'm looking forward for Doctor Strange movie. Really interesting
Totally.
to see
Totally.
him in his own movie with the multiverse and stuff like
Huh.
this.
Now, speaking of coming up movies, now as things are coming back, you know, slowly but surely. So, what are we expecting, you know, in the coming few days as Ramadan is, you know, pretty much knocking the doors right now? Inshallah, this is gonna be a blessed month for all of us and our families and the entire planet. So, what are we gonna expect right now? What are the coming movies for the next few weeks and Ramadan? And maybe if you can give me a teaser, what about Eid?
Too many questions.
Too many questions. I know. I'm just too excited.
Too many questions.
excited.
First
I
of
know.
all,
I'm sorry.
since you brought the idea of Ramadan, definitely it's a blessed month, and we wish everybody, especially this Ramadan, might have different tastes
Right.
for people,
Right.
because they're a bit more open. They can go out. They can enjoy Ramadan with family members. We won't see full restrictions. The people are wise enough now. They know it more than before, and the virus has
Been contained more
been
than before.
contained
Yeah.
more. People are more vaccinated, and
Yeah.
so on. All of these things, they can enjoy much more of the real Ramadan
Yes, we missed that
feelings
2
with the
years in a row.
families, and enjoy the barakah of Ramadan with
Yes.
everybody around them. Ramadan for the cinema is the worst income month, because at the time of Ramadan, people's tastes change. It happens with a lot of things around. People start, whoever is not playing sports starts playing sports, I
Right,
think.
right. Now
Do you
beca-
notice
it
that?
became more of a lifestyle
People
right
start
now.
walking,
Things
people
are
start
changing,
running,
yeah.
the food styles start changing.
Right.
People who are smoking all the time, now they stop it for half
Or
a day.
vaping. Yeah.
And a lot of things, the moods for people change. People who used to sleep by 10 or something now sleep at 1 or 12. The work hours are changed. There's a whole change in life, and with it, the cinema is affected. So the distributors usually don't send the big blockbusters during Ramadan, because they know that this is not quite a season for the blockbusters and for the movies. So they all line up for Eid and after Eid. So you see the
Yeah.
weeks after Eid and after Eid, the full month is full of these
Right, right.
blockbusters.
Eid is like pretty much the seasons. Like you go there,
Usually
it's like
the
you're gonna
Eid
see all the big movies
and the
over there.
weeks after that, all the blockbusters follow each other. So it's quite calm. But for the coming few weeks before Ramadan, I think we have, and I had to bring
Oh,
this
please!
paper because
I saw the
want-
list. Like that's a big list.
I can't learn all the movies, but
who can?
we're having movies like Ambulance coming up
Okay.
from Michael Bay.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I love his direction for his movies.
Michael Bay is just
Yes.
blow up
In
stuff,
fact,
you know.
Transformers and all this. One of the directors that I love to see movies for.
Right.
We have The Bad Guys.
Oh yes.
And this sounds like a really action big movie, but no, it's an animation.
It's an animation.
It's an animation movie.
Okay.
Lovely animation movie, and
Okay.
it's suitable for all ages.
Right.
And
you're
The
right.
Bad Guys doesn't mean this one. It has a really nice idea behind it.
Sure.
And the kids, I think the family members should all be enjoying
We'll check
something
it
like
out.
this.
Me and
It's
the
quite a
kids will
nice
pass
one.
by, maybe.
The Lost City of D is coming up even.
Okay.
And we have Morbius and Sonic in the coming
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Hedgehog, and the second part.
I am.
After the big success of the first part.
I'm a big fan of Sonic. I played all the games ever since I was a kid with the Sega
Who
Genesis.
didn't play Sonic?
Who did not? If you didn't play Sonic, you're not a gamer. You know, you can't claim to be a gamer. And then seeing the movie the first time, it just brought tears. And now seeing Sonic the Hedgehog 2, as they're gonna bring in Knuckles to it, and I'm like, I cannot wait. The graphics, the effects, it is so well done.
In fact, yes,
I
and
love
the
that.
actors they've chosen were the colors. In fact, as you said, you brought it all.
Jim Carrey.
Yes, you brought it all.
I can't even think of a better person.
You brought it all.
Wow, wow. You know, we can talk forever. That's for sure.
With movies and
yeah.
entertainment and stuff, it's a never-ending talk because you have your opinion, we have our opinion.
Right.
You talk about any superhero, people will have their opinions. We respect everybody's opinion. Everybody has something. Else.
Yeah.
But when it comes to real thing, you see the figures when it comes, or when you see a full screen in the cinema, you know what's happening.
Yes, you know it's happening, and definitely we'll be joining you very soon at the cinema halls and just experience all the beauty once again. Definitely. So, Mr. Mahmoud, thank you so much for joining us once again here on Bahrain Now. This is not going to be the last. We can't have enough of you. We just can't.
Thank you.
So I guess right now we're just going to join you at the cinema hall after this.
I would like to thank you and thank all these lovely faces around us and the lovely faces watching us. And in fact, يعني celebrate these good days that are coming for us. Hopefully, inshallah, يعني, the virus will be
Inshallah.
less and less in the coming months.
Inshallah.
And we go back to a fully normal life and a peaceful world, inshallah, for everybody
Inshallah,
to
man.
live in. And that's what we want.
That's what we want, pretty much. Just
Not
have
a
a
lot.
beautiful
After
time.
watching all of this, that's what you want. You want
Exactly.
peace, love, and everybody happy in his work. And the community is lovely, you know that.
Yes, sir.
So what else do you need?
You are absolutely right. You're such a delight and a beautiful person yourself, sir. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
being with
very
us
much.
right here on Bahrain Now.
Thank you, and thank everybody.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the cinemas are back. Big movies coming up. All that took place with Mr. Mahmoud right here on Bahrain Now. Ladies and gentlemen, it brings me great pleasure and honor to have this talk right now with a person. We call him the most, I would say, outspoken person when it comes to movie reviewing and critiques. And once upon a time, had a movie called Dead Sands. All that took place right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a talk right now with Ahmed Az-Zayani. How are you?
I'm good, but first of all, it's
Yes.
the Ahmed Zayani.
The Ahmed Zayani. We
yes.
have to put the D in front of everything.
Of course, it's part of my brand.
So, no, seriously, as we've been pretty much following you on Instagram and other platforms, you are very well spoken and very articulated. I mean, I think you have an amazing way of just expressing yourself, the way you weave your words and all of that. Sometimes it sounds like poetry, if I
does
may
it?
say. Definitely.
Well, you humble me, sir.
Oh, look at that. You see, you just use it right now. I see what you're doing there. So, what got you into opening an account to have actually movie reviews?
Well, the thing is, with reviews, a lot of the posts that you used to see are very condescending in a way. The way that people talk, the way that it just doesn't feel natural. You know, it's like they're talking down to you rather than to you.
Okay.
And I've always had opinions on movies. And at that time, there weren't really that many people doing movie reviews.
Okay.
Certainly not in English.
All right.
So I figured, why not? Give it a shot.
Okay.
What do I have to lose?
Totally. And it seems like in your way, your style, pretty much when you review a movie, you go technical. You don't mind shooting it down. If it's bad, it is bad. Even if it's like locally produced and all of that. In your
Oh,
sense,
we're getting into that, huh?
oh, well, the thing is, what people enjoy about you is you're really like out there. You let it all out, of that kind of stuff. But it seems that not only that, the way you speak about movies, you know a great deal of how a movie is being produced. You know, you've been reading a lot of stuff. So when did you have your interest in movies? It seems like there's a long experience that you've been pretty much putting on and investing in your, I would say, movie science and experiences.
Well, it's something that I have had a passion for since I was a kid.
Okay.
Ever since my dad took me to see Last Action Hero in,
Okay.
let's say, 93,
Right.
Wall Cinema, Go
Okay.
Cineco.
Yeah.
And I've just been fascinated with films ever since. And it took another level once I got to college because while studying abroad, I had exposure to all these different type of theaters. So it's not just, your standard box office popcorn flicks.
Right.
You had indie flicks, classic films, and all that stuff. And it just continued growing on since then. I do have my own film collection,
Yes.
humble as it may be. And I'm quite happy to know that there are like-minded people in Bahrain, people that like the same type of films that I do, people that want to sit and talk about films for hours at end. I'm very fortunate to know that the guys, our friends at the Raven's Nest,
Right.
offered us a space to have our own weekly movie club, where we're supposed to meet there for like 2 hours a week. We end up spending 5-6 hours.
I heard
Normally,
that, yeah.
we end up closing down the place and all that good stuff. I'm very happy that we have this sense of community, this sense of camaraderie in Bahrain.
Wow, wow. So you've produced your own movie.
Of course.
You, well, it's a good story altogether.
I love the fact that the moment I walked in, he said, we're talking about Death Sentence. Sure, let's talk about Death Sentence.
No problems. I'm just saying, I'm going to tap into it just a
Now,
little
I
bit.
wonder, who was on the poster of Death Sentence?
What?
Who was on the poster of Death Sentence? Remind me.
The poster?
Yeah, I was on the poster. Someone else was.
I was not on the poster.
Yes, you were.
I was not. Wolverine was.
Wolverine amongst other people. I'll find the poster and send it to you.
I
there-
was on the movie poster of
Yes,
Death Sentence?
yes.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Okay.
there
well,
is one that had you on the poster.
Maybe we'll have the editor put it later on. And it's like, no way.
Probably, maybe.
But it's just showed how much you really loved movies to the point you wanted to produce your own. And it really went viral. And up until today, and we talk about it.
For good or bad, yes.
For good or bad. But we want to thank you for that, for taking the initiativity, and showing Bahrain like how hard it is. At the same time, back at the times where things were not easy to actually produce a movie but it was an amazing experience. So you've done that, and now you're having your own account talking about movies, but you're even part of the community, and you are a very active part of the community. So all of that right now bring the identity of the Ahmed Zayani, I remember that, and bringing you right now all out there to be like a person who people would want to listen to and know what the movie is all about. So with all that being pretty much taking place right now, where do you see yourself pretty much in the future? Like, where do you want to take all of that to?
Well, see, in terms of Dead Sense, I wouldn't say I'm an authority on film, like making a film just because of that. Though with that, something that hit me while we were making the film, we were shooting a few scenes in Sar Cinema.
Yes.
God rest its soul.
Oh, man, yeah.
And I remember we finished filming in the cafe upstairs, and a bunch of kids approached us. It was me and I believe Amir Al-Ghaid.
Amira, yes.
Yes, and they said they'd been following us on social media, and that they were very happy to see that people are taking this initiative to make a different kind of film.
Right.
Just because we veer a lot into drama in this country, this region as well. But to me, that was very touching. That I did not expect that the movie will have that effect on someone, but it did. And to be honest, like as bad as it turned out to be, and it's really bad. I mean, we've seen.
Look,
we're not in doubt. the way I see it is that it's something that I've dreamt of ever since I was a kid. Ever since I was sitting in that cinema watching Last Action Hero. Oh, I want to make a movie one day. And for better or worse, I realized that. And I just wonder, like, how often do you find someone who had a childhood dream that was able to realize that? To me, that is the cool thing about it. Now, whether or not that translates into what the Ahmed Zayan is going to be in the future, that's a whole different story.
Right.
It could be a cautionary tale, or
Okay.
it could be a success through failure, like The Room.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe I am the Bahrain Tommy Wiseau.
Maybe you are actually.
Yeah.
But you know what's amazing as well right now, as we are seeing a lot of movie makers today, whether it's Adi Fingers or Fakhr from Blue Steels, and even movie convo Muhammad himself right now is going to be working on his own movie.
I hear that's going to be really good.
It's just like everybody is working hard when it comes to horror movies, and making sure that things are out there and see what we can do. But it seems right now even have a new direction as well, being hopefully maybe. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, by seeing your name right now as maybe potentially a board member of Cineco.
Do we have any wood to knock on?
Tell me how you feel about that.
Honestly, I am surprised. Because honestly, people were sending me the registration form on social media. And something that I just brushed off, because I just thought, okay, what are my chances of getting through to that?
True.
And It wasn't until I've seen the overwhelming number of people that were sending me the application. I think honestly over a dozen people sent me the thing.
That's a big number.
Yeah, so I figured I might as well just roll the dice on it.
Might
See,
as
I mean,
well.
what's the worst that can happen? Lo and behold, I get a call. Oh, Ahmed, we need you to take a picture for our announcer. I thought, okay, that's cool. And on Sunday, I started getting messages left and right. Oh, Mabruk. When did this happen? And I see my name on the announcement, and that was, god damn, man.
You got congratulated for
and
something you didn't even know yet.
Exactly. And to be honest, the thing is, it's very humbling. I honestly was overwhelmed by the number of people that were reaching out to me. People I haven't spoken to in years. The same day I was at the Russell Peters stand-up show. And the number of people that were coming up to me, not only recognizing me, but congratulating me for this. It's very humbling, really.
They want free tickets.
We'll see about that. We'll see about it.
No, man, they really genuinely felt great for you, man. I'm sure of it.
I am very well, and to me, it's win or lose. The fact that I realize that these many people actually care,
Right.
that's reward enough. I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be cool to have a seat there and everything, but makes
No,
sense.
I think everybody is just really happy for you.
And
It's like they're just waiting to see the actual announcement of you being on the board, man.
And I'm very appreciative of that.
Well, Ahmed, this has been a great talk, but any last words to your viewers?
Keep watching movies.
Keep watching movies.
I know that the advent of streaming makes it so much more easier to watch things at home. That we tend to, I don't know, I guess after these 2 years with COVID, we were very comfortable sitting at home just watching something on TV. But a cinema experience is like no other. No matter how good your home theater system is, you cannot replicate what you experience in a cinema because it's a community experience. You need to be there with people to enjoy and share an experience. I mean, you were talking to Mahmoud about Spider-Man No Way Home earlier on.
Right.
And I just loved sitting in that theater and being overwhelmed by all the emotions people were feeling for what's going on in the screen.
Right.
And that's something you cannot experience sitting at home.
No.
So if you see a movie that you're interested in, watch it in the theater. Don't wait until it's available for streaming, for VOD or whatever. Watch it and let's keep cinema alive.
Let's keep cinema alive. Ahmed, the Ahmed Zayani himself.
Oh, and follow me on Instagram.
Yes, of course, definitely. Well, it's been a great talk. Thank you so much for passing by.
Habibi.
And we're gonna wait for the great news, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much. Most
Habibi.
definitely has been a great talk. Thank
It's
you
been
for
a pleasure.
joining us.
Absolute pleasure.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Ahmed Zayani. If you want to hear an interesting review of your favorite movie, TV series, Netflix, or whatever, or maybe all of the above, do follow him on Instagram. All that took place right here on Bahrain Now. Well, everyone, I hope you all enjoyed that episode as much as I did. Don't forget to reach us out on our social media accounts shown below and stay tuned for more happenings right here on Bahrain Now. I'm Bara Abdullah. Till next time, Bahrain, goodbye and God bless.